Mama's recipe here. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm so excited because I'm gonna share with you guys how to make corn soup. And the reason that I am really excited because today I'm gonna harvest my corn that I grew in my backyard. And believe it or not, when we walk outside, you will see my corn. Out of this mazorca, I got that many corn that I have in the bag. I didn't have enough more room to plant these things. I used to help my father with the yunta, with the horses, to plant the beans in the corn. So anyway, enough talking about that. So I'm gonna go and show you guys my corn, and we're gonna go collect the corn. So let's go, follow me. Okay guys, so first I plant 3 corns here, and believe it or not, they do grow. So I'm gonna collect this one. But I not just had these ones, let's go show the ones over there. Okay guys, look at my corn. My corn grew really big. Corn, it takes 3 months to the point that you plant it to the point that the corn is ready. It takes between 2.5 and 3 months. After 3 months, it turns to be a la mazorca. So you only have like between a period 2 weeks, and then you can harvest your corn, so the rest will pass due, become hard. There is one, and this one, when you plant the corn and you harvest the corn, this one will never make another corn. This one will be done. If it would be in the ranch, I will feed this one to the cows, the beef food for the cows. For this recipe, you're going to need 5 corn, 3 chile pasillas, 3 tomatoes, 1/4 an onion, 2 garlics, 1/3 a bunch of cilantro, 15 ounces of Mexican sour cream, half a tablespoon of salt, 2 cups of water, 4 tablespoons of butter, 10 ounces of queso fresco, ranchero. So the first thing we're gonna do is to roast our chiles pasillas if you decide to use it. I'm not gonna roast it in my stove because I don't want to make my stove dirty, but if you could, if you want to. So I'm gonna roast my chiles in the barbecue. So let's go there. Okay guys, I'm gonna just put my chiles here, but I'm just gonna leave like 5 minutes each side, and I'm gonna do more than 3 because I'm gonna use this one to make them con huevo. Make it with eggs. It's also really good with eggs. So I'm just gonna put it here, and I'm just gonna close my barbecue, leave it here for 4 or 5 minutes, and then come back and then just flip it. Alright guys, so since it's a little windy outside, so I bring my chiles. I already roasted like 4 minutes each side. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna put it in the back over here so they kind of sweat a little bit too easy to peel, and then I'm gonna keep moving to work with my corn. I'm gonna just cut it here, and I'm gonna cut it here so be easy to peel it. That's the first step. I'm just gonna just open it up, and then just take the little hairs as much as you can. So we're gonna do the same thing with every single one. So now that I peel my corn, I'm gonna use it here so that way I don't make a big mess. So what I'm gonna just do, gonna half here, and I'm gonna get close to the elote, and then I'm gonna turn it this way. So that way it doesn't get all over. Sometimes when you do it here, it goes all over, and I just don't like the mess. So this is also a good way to do that. And this is how all the corn comes out. Okay, so I have my corn right here. So I already did this. So this one is no longer needed. This is strap. I'm going to start by cutting my quarter on onions in small little pieces. We're gonna do the same thing with our tomato. We're gonna cut this part. We don't need that. We're gonna cut it in little squares, and we're gonna cut 3 tomatoes. So there is go 1. And now that I have my tomato here, we're gonna be moving with our garlic. So now I'm gonna be moving with my garlic. Okay, so now that I have this thing, we're gonna be moving to our stove, and I'm also gonna cut my queso fresco, small little squares. Get it all ready. Okay. 4 tablespoons of butter here. We just kind of have to be careful we don't have the stove too high because sometimes the butter can be burned too. I also gonna start preheating my 2 cups of water. So so they can hit this one and this one at the same time. Now that I melt my body, I'm gonna just put my onions, and I'm gonna fry my onions for 3 minutes. So it depends how high you stove it. It can be a little less, can be 2 or 3 minutes. So it's been 3 minutes since I cooked my onions, and that's just how it look. And I'm gonna just put my garlic now. I'm gonna just do it for 1 minute, not very long. Okay, so now that I have my cooking my garlic for 1 minute, I'm gonna add my corn, and I'm gonna be cooking my corn for 5 or 6 minutes, and that's all it takes. So you're gonna just stir it a couple times, but it should take like between 6 minutes to cook. Now that my corn is cooking, I'm just gonna come and peel my chiles. And remember, I was giving you the option, if you don't wanna use the chile, you can use zucchinis to this point to cook the zucchini. But I love chile, so, and the way you're gonna know the corn is ready, it kind of changed the color. Before it was really white. You can tell when the corn is ready. Right now it's not ready, but it does change the color a little bit. Now that I peeled my chili, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna open it up and take the seeds. And I'm gonna do the same thing with every single one. Just gonna cut it in little stripes like that. As you can see, my corn already has changed the color, gonna turn like a little bit yellow. So to this point, we're gonna put our tomato. We're gonna let it cook for like 3 or 4 minutes. Half a tablespoon of salt. Also, I'm gonna be adding my chile. The chile give it a really good flavor. I don't know why, I really love this type of chile. But I have my water boil here, so I have my 2 cups. So I'm gonna just put it, take a little bit of water, and I'm gonna put it to my cream. And I'm gonna stir it so that way when I put it in there, doesn't gonna cut the milk. 2 cups of water here, so this is already warm. To this point, I'm gonna be adding my crema. I'm gonna let it boil for another 3 minutes. So now that my soup is boiled, I'm just gonna add my cheese, little squares. Just want to give this really good flavor. And the last thing that we just need is just the cilantro. So I have my cilantro here. It's not that many. I think it's like 1/4 of a cup or 1/3. So what I'm just gonna do is just cut it like in small pieces. Here we have it. So now we're gonna go back to our corn. So now we're just gonna put our cilantro there. And that's the last part. We're just gonna let it cook it for 1 minute, and that's it. Okay guys, so to this point my soup is already done. It doesn't really take a very long time. The longer it takes is just to roast the chiles. Ready to eat. Okay guys, so that's it for this recipe. Hopefully you guys learned something a little bit about me. Give it a try and let me know guys what do you guys think. So hasta la vista.